All right. So, okay. So the first good news is we have an abundance of possibilities. The second good news that we've seen, Aarohi, which has been around for 15 years, working with so many youth, we've seen that youth, teens, they really love challenges. They love challenges that are relevant, where they can go head on, take these challenges, and there's some outcome that's relevant for them. The third good news is that the world today is also very welcoming of these youth. We have one such youth in our company today, Srijani, and we've seen that uh, they're very welcoming of open learners, of people who are driven and passionate about the interest they are in, the field they are in. Irrespective of the age, all those things, those lines are blurring, right? So the world is also very welcoming of these youth. While there are so many good news, there are some hurdles which kind of uh, limit or don't allow the teens or youth to kind of fully explore their potential. Now, let's look at what are these hurdles. The first one being not everyone is very clear about what career options to pursue, which is quite natural at this age. And at CoVersity, we say, hey, go ahead, let's start deeply exploring different domains, uh, and kind of connecting with the industry to see whether, hey, do I really like this, or I want to look at something else. So that's what we how we look at this aspect. The second aspect, which is also quite related to the first one, is the work or the skills are not up to the industry standards, which is why we have so many firms in between for newcomers to kind of train them on the job training that's given to them. So that's where CoVersity says, let's connect with the industry and let's start working in the industry from day one. So all the skill set that you build is very much aligned to the industry and to this day and age. And the third aspect is, if you see a huge part of the life at this phase for youth is very externally driven in terms of, be it entrance exams or scores and uh, marks. We are saying, can we flip the coin, and can the youth drive this journey and take charge of their professional journey and see how that pans out. So that's the gist of what CoVersity is, where it's all about discovering your passions and whatever is your passion, growing professionally in. This is a quick map of what the concept is, what are the elements. It's coming together as a cohort. These youth teams come together as a cohort and they deep dive in their respective interests. Now, they do so by working in their domain and doing industry projects or internships. Of course, they're supported by guides, mentors, and in the whole process, the idea is they develop expertise and they're also building themselves to become a professional in their chosen field. Now, this is how we could, this is some way that we could look at the progression. Of course, it's not linear, it varies from individual to individual, but at most cases, they start by, let's say, not being sure, or I like this. Let's see how how this domain is. So they start with a exploration, a deep exploration. Now, once they've explored one or many domains as per their choice, and they stick to one field after this, okay, this is what I like doing. And then they start building expertise in that field. And the last stage, the final stage is when they can start offering value to the world and in return receive value. This value could be monetary value, social value, whatever value they want to receive. And this is the stage where they can say tata bye bye to CoVersity. They've kind of found their footing in the industry of their choice. Now let's look at how a CoVersity journey typically, goes about. Whether you're clear about your interest, confused, unsure, we say start with one or max two domains and start going deeper in it, right? And after you've kind of spent enough time, you get a chance to review whether, hey, this is what I like doing further, or maybe it's not what I thought it is, and I want to switch to some other domain. And this whole 1 year, so you start the cohort journey by committing for a year. And this 1 year is divided between two phases. One is the on-campus phase, where it's you're coming as a cohort. The idea is to build a rigor to your whole exploration, where you're taking up industry projects, or you're doing some daily workout challenges in your domain, or you could be taking up a course, but you're also kind of building a roadmap. This is the area that I want to go deeper into, and this is how I plan to do. At the same time, you're, kind of connecting with the industry, you're building a portfolio. And while there is a deep emphasis on the professional aspect, equal emphasis is given on the self-development. Now, the cohorts themselves decide what they want to focus on. Like 1 week, they say, hey, we want to look at public speaking, and improve our skills in that area. Or there could be like professional communication. So they kind of look at these self aspects as well. The next phase is the off-campus phase, and this is where they connect with the industry. Now, this could be very different for different individuals based on where they are in terms of their journey. For some, it could mean internships. For some, it could mean, hey, just being with a mentor and shadowing them. Like one of them, Eden, who is 14, and he's interested in financial trading. So what is he doing? Every day morning he's going and he's sitting with a professional trader, and he's seeing how he's trading, and he's also kind of trading in his own account. So that's what is working for him. For some, it could be taking up going for road shows, networking events, doing volunteering. So the spectrum is vast, and each of them choose as per their ambitions, aspirations, and what stage they are in. Now, after spending enough time in the industry, doing a lot of work in this domain, this is a time for review and reflection, whether, hey, I want to proceed further in this domain. So they do this for first 6 months, see whether they like this domain, and then they decide whether the next 6 months they want to devote to the same domain, or switch to something else. Now, why does a coversity journey really, how does it help you? I think the main aspect is the various levels of support system that has been built in. The first support system is the buddies, which is your cohort, right? These are peers, you are at the same age group, going through the same phase of life, and you're all driven. So they connect with each other the most. The second level is the guides. So now guides are not domain experts, but they are facilitators. Parents are also guides. And the whole aspect is they are ensuring that you are on the track that you have chosen for yourself. The third support system is the mentors. Now, mentors, again, are domain experts. And really, to look at mentoring, it has, there are so many ways of mentoring, right? Today, with the internet and with so many accessible options, it's not just limited to, a mentor, physical mentor. So there are many ways to look at mentors. And final, which is the most important in my opinion, is the community. You have the support of a thriving community, which is almost like knowing that you have their back, they have your back while you're on this journey. So they are your first level of network with before the world. Now, what's the outcome of a journey like coversity? We say we don't give certificates at coversity. We don't think that we should be certifying you, not on a single piece of paper, but rather you you certify yourself with the portfolio you build of the work you've done. And there is solid industry intelligence because you are connected with the industry and your work is aligned with the industry from day one. And you're also networking. So there is a solid understanding of, I like this as an interest, but when I have to do this as a profession, what is this industry about? That's the understanding you get. The next is, as I said, equal emphasis on your self-building. And since this is a large part of it is self-directed, You build on the skills of self-leadership. And because you're in a cohort where things may not always be rosy, there's an aspect of interdependence, relationships, and a lot of it is you figuring out things, right? So you pick up living skills on the go. Now, there could be multiple possibilities. We've listed down four. Some may want to look at being an entrepreneur. Some may say, hey, I want to do a job. For some, it could be, dabbling, let's say, in multiple domains and being a freelancer. Some domains you may have thought, okay, I want to take it up as a profession, but you decide that it's better off as a creative pursuit. But you're making an informed decision in that regard. Uh, Okay, so I've talked enough. Now I'll share a video of what a day looks like for this cohort. And this is, we captured Srijani's stories also on this call. Now, she's interested in baking. So, she's not part of a college routine. So, what is it that she's doing and how she's connecting with the industry? Let's see. Okay, so we've kind of come presented everything about the concept, and this is a quick snapshot of everything that we discussed. I'll keep this on the screen, but we can really open the floor for any thoughts, any discussions, any questions. So just before we get on to the questions or thoughts, now no matter how much I talk to you about this, the only way to understand this is by experiencing it, and which is why we have these trial weeks. And so for anyone who is wanting to join this cohort, the current cohort, they can do so in January. And before January, we have these trial weeks where they can experience it for 1 week, how this mode of doing and being at the campus is for them, get to understand the campus, the community, the people who are behind this, and to make better decisions. Any thoughts, Ravi, Farah? Let us know what your children are doing.
Yeah, Kritika. So my son, he's in 10th now. So he's preparing for his board examinations.
Okay.
So, though of course, it's more of my interest to see how life can go for a teenage. No, so I not from his angle, I joined from my angle, saying that no, if at all if he comes to me, I do not want to force him what he wants to be. If he comes to
Sure,
me, I have some knowledge, information. So that's the reason I joined here.
sure, sure, sure. Okay, so while we are on this, 1 second, I'm just going to pop a poll just to get a sense of uh, where you are on your journey. So just take some time to fill this up. Hi, Srinivasan. I see you've joined. We've just completed the presentation.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, hi.
Finished the presentation.
Yeah. You want to share a bit about what your child is doing? As in, what age are they?
Yeah. See, they are still 4 years now.
Okay,
I'm basically from Hosur only. Uh,
okay.
2 years, I just wanted to connect with Aarohi, but somehow before COVID, I had spoken to, I think, Ratnesh. I do remember. Just wanted to drop down uh,
Sure,
to
sure,
share
sure.
common thoughts, sort of thing. Then COVID thing happened and things. But see, yeah, I always wanted to have this unschooling sort of thing, but the this year they have joined for the school over
Okay.
here itself. But still, yeah, this is the beginning, right? I'm looking at lot many options, but probably just getting to know the thing. I'm getting into the community now, sort of
Sure,
thing.
sure. So,
So probably as time goes, yeah.
yeah. So this is for the teens, but the 18th to 22nd is also the time where the younger children and their families can come and stay at the campus for a week. So it is at the same time for 1 week, you get to be part of the campus, see the community, see how children are doing open learning, and you are also doing open learning for those 5 days. Uh, yeah, and to give you a sense of how this works. Yeah,
Correct. Will
yeah,
just
and
yeah.
yeah, we also have Farah, who is part of the Aarohi X. So Aarohi X is the online version. Uh, uh, Farah, you want to add in some thoughts as to what you guys have been doing in Aarohi X?
Yeah, it's basically not an individual thing. It's a whole community that gets involved, and mm, uh, I just joined recently, so I cannot talk much. But I like the concept of being as a community. You cannot do things individually. You put your expertise in that, and some other puts theirs, and it's kind of everybody coming together. It's not an individual thing, so that I like it a lot.
Yeah, just to kind of add to that, so the Aarohi X is for people maybe who cannot, come to the campus and stay full on. So all these families connect digitally, and it's the same concept, but all of them doing in their houses, but together. That's the whole idea. So the concept very much stays the same, whether you're doing it at campus or Aarohi X, which is the online version. It's just the modes which are different. And of course, on campus, there's more involvement because they're all together. But the digital thing is also equally, they're very equally connected and engaged in that sense. Okay. So if we don't have any more thoughts and we've done the poll, maybe we can, Srijani, maybe some words from you, like just sharing what it has been like for you, and then maybe we can pause for the day.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's been almost what? We started in June something, June ending. So it's already about 5 months, 4 months. So it has been a beautiful journey connecting with cohort and also connecting with my passion of baking and understanding uh, baking and learning, exploring different stuff, taking up different projects to learn different skills and trying to build skills. And maybe that whole self work was like intense way, and that too doing it along with cohort was actually fun. So it was nice that we could have some people, like I could have some people who we can chill with or work with, and also discuss different stuff. As you said, we were also trying to develop ourselves as an individual, so it was fun at the same time, very informative and exciting when it's done together along with our cohort. So yeah, and that's like one set, and the other set was completely filled with portfolio, like trying to find internships, going around, traveling, and going for the actual internship, working there, and trying to settle down with them, having different experiences. So that's how it has been. It was like a roller coaster experience throughout these 4 months, and fun, of course.
Okay, lovely. Srinivasan, we've just, are you able to see the poll?
No, I don't think it has popped up or options.
Okay.
Don't find it.
Okay. So,
You can see the poll symbol on the left corner. You can click on that and you'll see the poll.
Done. Okay. Yeah, got it.
yeah, so if you could just fill that, that would be helpful for us to see and connect with you.
I have a question for Srijani. I forgot her name.
Sure.
Yeah. How did you find your passion? Like this is the right thing for me. How did you? What helped you to do that? Yeah.
So before I joined CoVersity, I was part of Aarohi community for about 2 years. So during the time, I have been exploring different interests of mine. Like till that I have been I had exposure with different interests, but now I kind of sat down and tried to do different stuff. Like I explored writing, I have explored editing, I have explored cooking, and what else? Dance, and different interests of mine. And I did some kind of work, like did some project or did some kind of exploration, trying out different things and all, and felt that baking was something that I was really enjoying. Or maybe, and also I was equally enjoying all of them, but baking is something I felt I want to learn more, like crave to learn more and go deep into baking. So that's when I thought, okay, fine, let me start deep diving into baking. And I don't know if I'll take it forward for some years or anything, but as of now, I love baking and I want to do it and learn a lot of stuff regarding baking. That's something I'm very clear about.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy for you and all the best for your journey.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other thoughts? Otherwise, maybe we can pause for the day. Hi, Varsha. I'm sorry we are almost to the end of the discussion today. All right. Maybe, but we keep having this every week, so we'll keep informing you. So just join in a bit earlier and you can join us next week. So thank you everyone for taking the time out, and let's keep coming and having various discussions. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank